Ladies, let me ask you something. Have you ever put on a blouse, maybe one you've owned for years, and felt like it just wasn't doing you any favors? Maybe it made you look wider, shorter, or simply older than you feel. Maybe it didn't match the confidence, the experience, or the vibrant energy you carry today. If that sounds familiar, you are absolutely not alone. As women over 50, 60, and beyond, our lifestyle changes. But unfortunately, the fashion industry doesn't always change with us. So today on Golden Grace, we're taking back control. We're going to uncover 8 blouse mistakes that quietly age your look, and the simple, elegant alternatives that help you feel modern, confident, and effortlessly stylish. And the best part, you don't need a brand new wardrobe. You just need the right knowledge and a few smart adjustments. So take a breath, relax, maybe grab a cup of tea, and let's begin. Mistake 1. Wearing blouses that are too boxy. Our first mistake is one I see all the time, especially among mature women, the oversized boxy blouse. For many of us, the intention is comfort. We want something that's loose, airy, and forgiving around the midsection. And trust me, I understand. Comfort is important, but here's the surprising truth. Those stiff, wide, tent-shaped tops don't actually make you look slimmer or more comfortable. They remove your shape entirely. They widen your frame, shorten your body, and hide the natural curves that make your silhouette feminine and elegant. Instead of giving us freedom, these blouses often make us feel frumpy, overwhelmed, and older than we truly are. But the solution is beautifully simple. You don't need tight tops. You just need tops that skim the body. Soft fabrics like modal, tencel, viscose blends, bamboo, or washed silk. These materials glide over your figure instead of sticking out from it. They move with you, breathe with you, and create a smooth, elongated line. And here's a little styling technique that changes everything. The French tuck. You simply tuck a small section of your blouse into the front of your waistband, just an inch or two. This tiny adjustment does wonders. It defines your waist without showing it, lengthens your legs, and instantly makes your outfit look thoughtful and modern. It's elegant, it's polished, and it works beautifully for women of every size and every age. So before you donate your whole wardrobe, try this combination: a soft draping blouse and a gentle French tuck. You'll be amazed by how much younger, lighter, and more confident you look, without sacrificing the comfort you love. Mistake 2. Letting your sleeves cut off your arm line. Now let's move on to mistake number 2. Something small, but surprisingly powerful once you start noticing it. Sleeves that end at the wrong place. Many blouses designed for mature women fall into that in-between zone, where the sleeve stops awkwardly between your elbow and your wrist. And although it might seem like a harmless detail, this length can actually make your arms look wider and your entire upper body appear heavier. Sleeve length is one of the quickest giveaways of whether a blouse looks current or outdated. When the sleeve cuts your arm at its widest point, it creates a visual block. It disrupts the natural line of the arm and unintentionally adds bulk, something none of us are trying to achieve. Luckily, the solution is incredibly easy. The trick is to reveal the slimmest part of your arm, your wrist. You can do this effortlessly by choosing blouses that naturally come in a 3/4 sleeve. This simple choice opens up the forearm and gives your outfit a sense of movement and elegance. It also draws the eye toward your hands and wrists, which remain graceful features at every age. And if you enjoy wearing a watch or a delicate bracelet, this sleeve length becomes the perfect frame. Another option is to gently roll your sleeves. If you're wearing a full-length sleeve, just roll it up once or twice, softly, without overthinking it, so it rests just below the elbow. This relaxed look doesn't just feel intentional, it signals confidence. It says, I understand my proportions and I choose them on purpose. And let me share a little styling secret. When you combine a softly rolled sleeve with the French tuck we talked about earlier, your silhouette transforms. Suddenly, the outfit feels lighter, more balanced, and beautifully modern. So the next time you put on a blouse with long sleeves, try this. Roll them up, take a look in the mirror, and notice how the entire outfit suddenly feels refreshed. Sometimes the smallest adjustments create the biggest impact. Mistake 3. Wearing prints that are too small, too busy, or too chaotic. Now let's talk about mistake number 3. Choosing prints that work against you rather than for you. Prints can be fun, expressive, and full of personality, but not all prints are created equal, especially when it comes to mature style. Many women gravitate toward tiny florals or dense, repetitive patterns because they feel safe. They're familiar, they're everywhere in stores, and they've been around for decades. But here's the issue. These small, tightly packed prints often create visual clutter. From a distance, they blend together into a busy blur that can weigh down your outfit and unintentionally age your look. When a print doesn't give the eye a place to rest, the blouse starts to take over the outfit rather than complement it. And when the pattern feels outdated, it pulls your overall style in that same direction, even if you're wearing modern pants, shoes, or accessories. But you don't have to give up prints entirely. In fact, choosing the right ones can be incredibly flattering. A wonderful alternative is to look for prints that are more open and airy. Larger patterns with breathing room, softly painted florals, watercolor-inspired brushstrokes, simple geometric shapes, or designs with gentle contrast can all bring a sense of sophistication and intention to your look. And if prints ever feel overwhelming or difficult to choose from, there's a beautifully simple backup plan. Wear solid jewel tones. Shades like sapphire blue, deep emerald, rich garnet, warm amethyst, or even a deep teal do wonders for mature skin. These colors reflect light upward, brighten the complexion, and make your eyes appear more vibrant. They also create a polished, luxurious appearance without requiring any effort at all. So if your closet is filled with tiny, busy patterns that don't feel quite right anymore, it might be time to explore larger prints, or even treat yourself to a blouse in one of those radiant jewel tones. Your face will thank you, and so will your overall outfit. Mistake 4. Choosing fabrics that look frumpy instead of elegant. Let's move on to mistake number 4, and this one is truly transformative once you understand it. Choosing fabrics that work against you. Many mature women unknowingly gravitate toward materials that are stiff, shiny, overly synthetic, or thin in a way that loses shape almost immediately. These fabrics might be inexpensive or easy to wash, but they don't drape well. They cling where you don't want them to, and they can look worn out even when the blouse is brand new. Think about some of the pieces you've owned for years. Maybe the polyester tops that feel a little plasticky, or the cotton blouses that wrinkle 5 minutes after you put them on. These fabrics don't honor your shape, and they certainly don't express the confidence and refinement you've earned over time. Instead, they create an unpolished silhouette that can make an otherwise lovely outfit feel tired. But here's the good news. The right fabric does most of the work for you. When you choose fabrics with movement, materials that glide rather than stick, you instantly elevate your style. Fabrics like washed silk, modal, tencel, rayon crepe, bamboo, or high-quality linen blends create a soft, graceful drape that flatters the body. They skim over the midsection without clinging and fall in a way that looks intentional and luxurious. What many women don't realize is that better fabric often means less effort. A beautifully draping blouse requires fewer accessories, fewer adjustments, and less fuss. You don't need elaborate designs or heavy embellishments. The fabric itself becomes the highlight. And here's something else to consider. When you wear fabrics that flow well, your movements look softer. Your posture feels more lifted. Even the way you walk changes. It's subtle, but the overall effect is elegance. Effortless, natural elegance. You don't have to try to look expensive or polished. The material quietly does that for you. So the next time you shop for a blouse, take a moment to hold the fabric in your hands. Let it move. Notice whether it feels soft or stiff, flattering or flat. When you choose fabrics thoughtfully, you're not just buying clothing, you're investing in how you show up in the world. Mistake 5. Wearing necklines that are too high or too tight. Now let's talk about mistake number 5, which can dramatically change how youthful or closed off your outfit appears. Wearing a neckline that is simply too high. Many women assume that higher necklines are more modest or more appropriate for older ages, but in reality, a tight crew neck or mock neck can visually shorten the neck, broaden the chest, and draw attention to areas we often want to soften rather than highlight. The neckline frames your face, your collarbones, and the upper part of your torso. 3 features that remain beautifully flattering at every age. When the neckline is too high, it closes off that area and creates a compact, heavy look. It can make even a well-fitting blouse feel restrictive or severe, and it often competes with your natural proportions rather than enhancing them. The simple, elegant solution is to open the neckline. A soft V-neck, for example, creates a vertical line that elongates the neck and gives the illusion of a longer, slimmer torso. It doesn't need to be low. Just a gentle V shape is enough to create space and draw the eye upward. A scoop neck can have a similar effect, offering a soft frame for the collarbones while still providing comfortable coverage. Even a subtle boat neck can be lovely, as long as it doesn't sit too high on the chest. What makes open necklines especially flattering for women over 60 is their ability to add lightness to the upper body. By revealing just a little skin, tastefully and intentionally, you break up what would otherwise be a solid block of fabric, and your entire silhouette feels more balanced and graceful. And there's an added benefit. Open necklines pair beautifully with jewelry. A delicate chain, a meaningful pendant, or even a simple strand of pearls can draw attention to your face, brighten your complexion, and bring personality to your outfit without overwhelming it. So if you've been consistently choosing high necklines because they feel safe, consider experimenting with softer, more open shapes. You might be surprised at how much younger, more approachable, and more confident you look, without sacrificing modesty or comfort. Mistake 6. Choosing blouses that are over-embellished or over-designed. Now let's move on to mistake number 6. And this one is especially common because it's marketed heavily to older women. The overly decorated blouse. I'm talking about tops covered in ruffles, sequins, layers of lace, giant bows, shiny appliques, or several of those details combined into one garment. While each of these elements can be beautiful on their own, when too many of them appear together, they often overwhelm the outfit, and even overwhelm you. Heavily embellished designs tend to add bulk, especially across the bust and shoulders, which can make your silhouette look wider than it is. They also create multiple focal points, leaving the eye confused about where to land. Instead of looking elegant, the blouse starts to feel busy, costume-like, or overly youthful, in a way that doesn't match the sophistication you want your style to express. But here's the gentle truth. You don't need loud details to make a statement. What actually creates presence, especially for women over 60, is intentional simplicity. A blouse with clean lines, thoughtful structure, and one well-placed detail can be far more powerful than one overloaded with decorations. For example, a sleeve with a beautiful gathered cuff can look incredibly refined. A blouse with a row of shell buttons or antique-inspired brass hardware brings quiet charm. Even a subtle pin-tucked neckline or delicate embroidery, when done sparingly, adds interest without overpowering the outfit. When you choose simplicity with purpose, people notice you first, not the blouse. Your face, your posture, your expression, your personality, these become the focal points. And the clothing becomes what it should be, a graceful frame that highlights your natural beauty. If your wardrobe contains blouses that feel busy or heavy, try wearing something with a cleaner design. Notice how grounding, freeing, and polished it feels. You might discover that simplicity offers a new kind of elegance, one that feels grown, confident, and beautifully timeless. Mistake 7. Wearing blouses that end at the widest part of your hips. Now let's talk about mistake number 7, and this one affects your entire silhouette, wearing blouses that end right at the widest part of your hip. This hemline creates a strong horizontal line across the body, and that line visually widens the hips and shortens the legs. Even if the blouse is beautiful, the placement of the hem can pull down the whole outfit. Many women unknowingly choose this length because it feels safe. It offers coverage, and it's common in a lot of older clothing cuts. But the truth is, this mid-hip zone is one of the least flattering places for a blouse to stop. It interrupts the natural vertical line of the body, and it draws attention exactly where most women prefer not to emphasize. Fortunately, the solution is simple. The key is choosing tops that either sit slightly above the widest part of the hip or fall well below it. A hip-skimming blouse gives you a cleaner, more lifted look. It allows your trousers or skirt to continue their line without interruption. This length pairs beautifully with the French tuck we mentioned earlier, adding structure while still feeling relaxed. On the other hand, if you prefer more coverage, a true tunic can be incredibly flattering. A tunic works best when it falls clearly past the hip and ends somewhere around the upper thigh. This gives you length and flow. But remember, proportion is everything. A long tunic pairs best with something slimmer on the bottom, tailored leggings, slim trousers, or a straight-leg jean. The contrast between a flowing top and a structured bottom creates a harmonious, elongated silhouette. What matters most is balance. When your blouse stops in the right place, your entire posture seems taller, your legs look longer, and your outfit feels intentional rather than accidental. So the next time you try on a blouse, take a moment to check where the hem falls. That one detail can completely transform how the entire outfit makes you feel. Mistake 8. Sticking to safe colors that wash you out. And now we've come to mistake number 8. And this one is incredibly common, relying too much on safe colors. You know the ones I'm talking about. Pale beige, light gray, dusty pastels, muted blues, and those soft tones that feel comfortable but don't actually bring any life to your face. These shades can seem neutral and easy to match, but here's the hidden downside. They often wash out mature skin. Instead of lifting your features, they dull them. Instead of brightening your complexion, they cast a shadow. And instead of making you look refreshed, they can leave you looking tired, even on your best days. But color is one of the easiest tools for transforming your entire outfit and your entire mood. A blouse in a vibrant, well-chosen color has the power to lift your face instantly. Jewel tones in particular are incredibly flattering for women over 60. Rich emerald greens, deep sapphires, ruby reds, plum purples, teal, cranberry, or even a soft wine shade can bring warmth and brightness to your skin. They give your eyes sparkle. They make your outfit feel intentional, even when the design is simple. If bold color feels intimidating, don't worry. You don't need neon. You don't need anything loud. Just choose one shade that makes you feel awake, alive, and expressive. Even switching from beige to cream, or from pale gray to charcoal, can make a world of difference. Think of color as a gentle invitation to be noticed, to feel vibrant, and to express who you are today. You've lived too much life to hide behind washed-out tones. Let your colors tell your story. And there you have it, my friends. 8 blouse mistakes that many women over 60 make without even realizing it, along with the simple, elegant adjustments that can completely change how confident and modern you feel in your clothes. What I want you to remember is this: style isn't about perfection. It isn't about trying to look younger or pretending to be someone you're not. True style at this stage of life is about honoring your body, understanding your proportions, and choosing pieces that let your personality shine through. Every adjustment we talked about today, from rolling your sleeves to choosing draping fabrics to embracing jewel tones, isn't about hiding anything. It's about revealing the best version of you, the you who is wise, experienced, expressive, and still evolving. So tell me, which mistake do you think you've been making without noticing? And which tip are you excited to try first? Maybe it's that soft V-neck. Maybe it's retiring those stiff polyester tops. Or maybe it's finally buying a blouse in a color that lights up your face. Share your thoughts with me below. I love reading your comments, and I truly enjoy hearing from women all around the world who are exploring style in this stage of life with curiosity and confidence. If this video brought you value today, please take a moment to like it and subscribe to Golden Grace. Your support helps me create more uplifting, practical style content just for you. And before you go, tell me once more, where in the world are you watching from today? I'll be reading through the comments, and I can't wait to hear from you. You are stylish, you are radiant, and you deserve to feel that every single day. I'll see you in the next video.